Well, folks, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. You know, the funny thing about all this is the other day they said rumor had it that Trump was going to, and this just been like a couple days ago. Rumor had it that he was going to put a 90-day waiting period, pause, to this tariff stuff. Because all these companies, were coming in and, well, I should say countries are coming in wanting to work deals, on these tariffs. So because there were so many, he wanted to put a moratorium on it, and just set it back so he could talk to everybody and get everything figured out and blah blah blah, so on and so forth, to see where he's at and what he needs to do. So he does that today. He does that. Okay, now it's not a rumor. But what did they try to tell you? Oh, the market went down because he was going to put a put this 90-day suspension on the tariffs, and oh my God, the market dropped because of all that. Okay. Then he actually does it like a day or two later, and what happens? Oh, market goes up like a wow, you know, almost 3,000 points. You see how full of shit these people are? I told you why. I mean, they're taking profits, is what they're doing. Okay, I mean, they see the writing on the wall. They already know. I don't know how many trillions of dollars. 4, 5, 6 trillion dollars are coming into the country from foreign investment. Foreign businesses that want to set up shop here so they can do away with the tariffs. So Trump will still work it all out. And the thing of it is this. He's not knocking the tariffs off China. He's leaving them. I'm going to talk to the rest of the world. China, no. No. No, their tariffs stay. I'm not pausing their tariffs. China thought, oh man, we're going to go in there and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Well, you got to remember what Trump's doing. I'd be as bullheaded as he is. I mean, that's how I am too. I mean, I'd be like, no, you know, you need us more than we need you. I've already explained that. So, with all that being said, don't listen to these people. Okay? They're all running around going, oh God, this is terrible. Oh, this is good, this is bad. They don't know what they're talking about. They're listening to this idiot and that idiot and a whole bunch of other idiots. That's what they're listening to. Okay? I mean, we're going to have, providing everything goes, there's always a chance in everything that it may just fall apart. And you don't know what will spark that. Maybe a war with Iran, and if China gets involved, okay, that might spark a problem. Russia gets in, that might, cause add to the problem. So there's always these things that can happen, all right? But if we stay the course that we're on, I mean, I think the next 2 years, probably the next 4 years, are going to be prosperous to the country. I don't think you got to worry about a depression. I don't think you got to worry about a recession. Just the opposite. I mean, and the money that they're saving by doing away with some of these agencies and cutting people and getting rid of duplicates and the fraud, the waste, and this and that's part of the plan. You see, we got to see where we're at. You got to take all this, the tariffs and this and that and all this other stuff, and put it all together and say, okay, where are we at on the map? Are we where we want to be? Are we ahead of where we need to be? Are we below? I mean, what do we need to do here to get us over the target? So, don't listen to these fools, okay? I mean, remember, when Biden was in office or whatever. Oh, gas is going to go to 150 a barrel. Oh God, oh. Never got close. I don't think it broke 100. Hell, I don't know. I can't remember if it broke 90. I mean, come on, people, really. Everybody gets out there and shoots their damn mouth off. I mean, we're going to have, what was it, China or somebody came out and said, oh, we found all this oil we don't need oil from America. We don't need it. We got plenty now. We found some more. Or somebody did. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you know what? Isn't that convenient? That's real convenient. When all of a sudden all the chips are down. Oh, we found this big discovery. Did you find it, yesterday? Week ago? Month ago? 2 years ago? Or maybe you're just shooting your damn mouth off, making it sound like you did this and did that, and you actually found all this oil, and you're lying. I don't care. I mean, it's not going to affect the United States one bit. We're still going to make energy. We have to. We have to overcapacitate our systems. We have to overbuild them because we're going to need energy, period. So, there's a few things out there that you're just not going to stop. And AI is one of them. The thing of it is with AI, just like crypto, when the dot-coms came out, there's like a battle, to see who was going to be supreme and who wasn't going to be. And, there was all these, they're fighting in and out. And then when the smoke cleared, there's only a few left. And there's really a few still left. I mean, most of them went to the wayside. AI will be the same way. Crypto will be the same way. They're going to utilize a few, but you don't know who that's going to be. You see? I mean, you could guess. You could take an educated guess. So, yeah. Once our factories and stuff start leaving China, the patents, they're not going to be able to steal the patents. Well, they're not really stealing them. We have to share them with them. Like, you go into business with China, it's 51% them, 49% you, and you have to share everything, with them. Or they'll just engineer things and so on and so forth and steal it. So it doesn't matter. In China, like I said, go back to some of my old videos. China's never upheld a treaty, a policy, nothing. I mean, they're not trustworthy. And if it was me, I'd throw their ass out of the country too. I mean, I'd take anything they own here in the country, I'd just take it. Why? Because that's the type of pieces of shit they are. So just take their stuff. I mean, they don't want to follow any rules, and they'll go running around, oh, law. It's like, well, you never followed it. You think we're going to now? I think fair is fair. You've stolen how much from us and this and that, and now you want to talk about fair? Come on, really? Don't pay attention to these people. So, it's more lies, more deceit, and a lot of it's coming from the people that are yelling the loudest because they've been stealing and oh, you know what it's called. They're embezzling money and they're not on the up and up. Their finances are not on the up and up, and they're afraid they're going to get caught. And they think they can yell and scream because they got by with yelling and screaming for all these decades, and now all of a sudden American people are tired of it. American people are tired of them. You know, I mean, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're an independent. I don't care if you're Republican, conservative. I don't care. But you do the right thing by the country. That's what I care about. Whoever wants to do the right thing by the country, by God, they got my vote. And I believe most of the American people feel the same way. I'm not one of these people, it's party lines. No, it's not. Never has been. Who's going to do the best job for the people? So, anyways, folks, that's really all I got on here to say. So, oh, this, man, don't ask. I mean, it's just, is what it is, no big deal. So, anyways, folks, I do want to cover one other thing here. And I've brought it up in old videos and so on and so forth, and to me, it's an important part. It's the most important part, okay? They always want to say Jesus died on the cross for you. Well, he did die on the cross for you, and he rose again. You see, that's the part that, that's what made it special. That's what made the meaning. That's what made him Christ. Made him God. Because there's a lot of men died on the cross way back when in those times. That was kind of normal. But no one ever, since the beginning of time, has risen themselves. Okay? There you got it, okay? That makes him God. Jesus, God, Lord. And these people, pastors and all these people say, oh, all you got to do is believe. You got to believe in Jesus. You got to believe that he rose and he's your Savior, blah, blah, blah. You got to believe. Again, that's part of it. Not the whole story, part of it. Then, what do you got to do? Oh, that's right. Because you see in Revelations, it talks about they open up the book of life. Jesus opens up the book of life to see if your name's written in it. And that's done by your deeds and your works. Okay? And the deeds you're doing and the works you're doing are God's deed, God's will. Okay? Not your will. You don't have a will when you start following God. You turn your life over to God to take care of, and you're to follow God, and you're not to worry about your comforts in life. You're to worry about, am I doing God's will? Am I doing what God wants me to do? There's a whole bunch of sins out there, and people are still doing them, even though, oh, I believe in God. I believe that you rose again. You're my Savior. And God's going to look at you and go, I don't know you. There's a wide gate and there's a narrow one. And the narrow one's the one you need to get in through. I mean, read the commandments. It tells you right there, pretty much. It tells you this is what you have to do. And you got to put God first. Period. But like I said, God hates a coward. He doesn't want you lukewarm. But he hates a coward. The world's going to hate you. He's already told you. It hated him before it did you, and it will hate you too. It will persecute you. They will kill you. But you know what? When they do it because you hold fast to God, and even though something might benefit you by lying or cheating or whatever, and you don't, God says you're a righteous man. You're a man after his own heart. You're not a coward. Remember that. A lot of cowards out there, people. A lot. And somebody needs to get these judges in put in their place. I mean, the Supreme Court too. You know, I don't think many people watch my videos all the way because I say a lot of stuff and towards the end of the videos also. And people, if they actually listen to the video, they'd get more out of it and they'd understand things better. But they don't. You know, I mean, their attention span is very short. And I mean, that's okay. But I suppose somebody listens to it and actually gets something out of it. One person, I suppose that's good. One person. It helps. I mean, I'm not talking about subscribing and all that bullshit. I'm talking about it helps, if it delivers someone to the Lord and at least puts them on the path towards the Lord. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm some evangelist or some bullshit because I'm not. But if what I say rings true with you and it gets you on that correct path, well, that's worth it. So, folks, don't worry about it. Don't worry about all the things you want. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's society. You need a $400,000 or $500,000 home because I'm what? You're what? You need, a couple people need, a 50,000, square foot mansion with 10 bedrooms and 12 baths and, a Olympic sized pool and all. I mean, really, two people? I mean, you do what you want, but I'm just saying, think about what you're doing. Same thing with cars. I mean, you can go out and spend all the money you want on cars. Man, everybody loves them. They're great. They're wonderful. They're this, they're that. But you ain't taking them with you. You're going to be left behind, just like everything that you own. And then God's going to look you square in the eye. And you're either going to pass through that narrow gate or that wide one and burn, or have yourself a paradise. It's something everybody has to struggle with. They have to come to their own conclusions on it. I can't change your mind. And it wouldn't do any good if I did change your mind, because then things happen in life and you start doubting things. Well, you don't doubt things, because when you doubt God or Jesus or anything, you're calling him a liar. And he's not that at all. He's the opposite of that. So, folks, forget all the bullshit, forget all the rhetoric, forget all that stuff. Forget this world. Okay? Forget this world. If you're sitting back and you're going, "Oh, I love my life. It's great. It's wonderful." You're too comfortable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having joy in your life and being happy and such. But man, when you get comfortable, you become civilized, and then you don't fight for God. You don't fight for yourself. You don't fight for nothing. Why should you? You're too comfortable. It's like a rich man, bowing before God. Why do I need God? I mean, I'm rich. I can go buy whatever I want. Worst thing you can ever do is get comfortable. be satisfied in what you got. You got to keep driving and asking God, what's my next purpose? What's my next move? What do I do, Lord? You got to keep moving forward. Sometimes you got to stop and just be quiet and listen and pray and listen and pray some more. So you kind of regroup and see which direction things should take you. You have to do that sometimes. Sometimes your soul needs a recharge. But you know what? If God's with you and God's on your side and everything else, I honestly don't think you get beat up. Because you're giving the problems to God. He's taking it. He's solving it. He's dealing with it. Okay? And then when you get up in the morning, you're like, you're still happy. You still have the joy. You still have all that stuff in your life. And God's still dealing with your problems and taking care of you. Anyways, folks, y'all take care. Don't buy into the bullshit rhetoric.